How's it going, guys? It is your boy, Mr. Inceptionist, here back with another gameplay and commentary. Today, I have got a game of Hardpoint on Detroit for you guys. It's not my best gameplay, but the comeback at the end was very good, so I think you guys should stay and watch the end of that. Today, I'm going to be talking about my thoughts on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Now, it's a fun game, okay? Like, I was mildly impressed. Like, I found it to be a fun game. It's entertaining. You know, it's gonna keep me waiting for the next game. But there are some extreme flaws that the next game will either have to fix or they'll have to fix in this game. Otherwise, this franchise will be dead by the time the next game comes out. Like, the next game is basically gonna decide whether this series or franchise or whatever carries on. So no pressure, Treyarch, but we're kind of relying on you guys. Some things that AW definitely needs to work on are, one, for starters, is the matchmaking. The matchmaking is awful. They need to go back to connection-based matchmaking. Like, it's it makes me irritated because, like, my KD is in that area where it's, like, not fantastic, but it's not terrible either. And so it's kind of hard to find those people. And when you're lagging all over the map just because you have to find someone who has your same skill base will make you kind of irritated. Like, I understand that the skill-based matchmaking is to save the noobs so that way they're not getting, destroyed by people going, like, 40-0 on a TDM match. But come on, I mean, it's gotten to the point where, like, they've almost completely disregarded it. Like, they wrapped it up, threw it out the window, and then have some guy curb stomp the idea for a few minutes. They need to go back to connection-based matchmaking. Another thing that makes me irritated is the guns. The guns are insanely either overpowered or underpowered. And yes, I understand that some people might beg to differ, but in my opinion, I can't deal with it, because the two main powerhouses of this game are the BAL 27 assault rifle and the ASM-1 submachine gun. Those two things are the most overpowered and overused guns in the entire game, and for good reason. I mean, they melt. It's crazy. Like, I can almost guarantee you that you can't go into a single match without finding someone using one, either the BAL or the ASM-1. Like, and I understand in some cases that, like, the IMR or the KF5 are going to be good guns to use. Like, they can compete in some cases. But you cannot deny the fact that these guns just destroy in public and even in ranked plays. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've used the KF5, got behind a guy who's using the ASM-1, get the first bullet in the guy, he double jumps in the air and then mows me down with the ASM-1 in like 2 seconds. Like, it's insane how fast that gun kills. It's almost impossible to do something against it. Another thing that bugs me is the supply drops. The supply drops are absolutely insane. Like, they keep giving you the same things over and over and over again. Like, I've gotten 11 Sentinel medic loadouts. It's insane. They need to give you things that are more useful and relevant to your playing style. Like, they need to figure out what you already have and give you different things. Like, even if it's like an XP boost or like, something like that, like an orbital drop or something like that. It's better than getting the same stuff you had, like, in the last supply drop, because then you have to go in and delete the extra piece. And I get that it'll give you some more XP, but I just don't see it as worth it because it's getting rid of my playing time. I came to play the game, not delete content I don't need. Another thing that I kind of have a love-hate relationship for is the exosuits. Like, I feel like the exosuits were a good idea. Like, they were a great idea. They were a fantastic idea. They were just poorly executed, along with the exo abilities. Like, Cloak. Cloak needs to be buffed. I don't care what... I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but Cloak needs to be buffed. The white lines that show up in the sunlight in basically any scenario just gives you away. It's like wearing a bunch of reflectors on your character. Like, honestly, you're basically running around telling everybody, I'm here, shoot at me. Like, it's almost worse than using, like, just a complete black loadout for your character. Like, I just don't understand what they were planning on doing with this sometimes. Well, yeah, that's basically my opinion on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So, Advanced Warfare was a good game, but their Treyarch is definitely going to need to come up with something, and they're going to need to come up with something fast. Otherwise, this franchise is going to go under. Alright, stay sexy, you guys. Inceptionist out.